Good Morning Blues is underwritten by Atlanta Center for Cognitive Therapy. Cognitive therapy is a model of treatment for emotional problems occurring in individuals and relationships. Mark Gilson, Ph.D., the center director, is a former fellow and faculty at the center at University of Pennsylvania under Aaron T. Beck, M.D. The center psychologists primarily offer telehealth psychotherapy services online with your computer, tablet, or cell phone. For more information, 404-842-0555 or cognitiveatlanta.com.
You are listening to WRFG Atlanta. WRFG provides a voice for those who have been traditionally denied open access to the broadcast media through the involvement of a broad base of community elements to guarantee that access. In the utilization of the station's facilities and in its programs, the following communities will receive first priority: those who continue to be denied free and open access to the broadcast media, and those who suffer oppression or exploitation based upon class, race, sex, age, creed, sexual orientation, disability, or immigrant status.
Good morning, Blues! WRFG Atlanta.
Good morning, Blues. We'll brighten up your day as you put on your shoes. Yeah, yeah. You know it's got to be the way to wake up each and every day on WRFG in Atlanta. Good morning, Blues.
Good morning, Blues.
Good morning, Blues. This is Tony O'Malley on WRFG Atlanta.
It's Good Morning Blues Part 2. London to Louisiana. It's the 29th of August and the last show for August, and hopefully the last of this sweltering heat. It's really oppressive, and it has cooled down for a few days this week, in the mornings at least. Probably early 80s in the afternoon, but that makes it a great pool day. It's nice to get to the pool for lunch and get some sun on this white English skin, particularly as I'm going home in a few weeks' time. And you don't show up in London and not have at least a bit of an American tan just to annoy all your pals. Anyway, what else was relevant today? 20 years ago, Katrina, I had thoughts about gathering together a bunch of Katrina's songs. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Apart from the fact it would be a little obvious, to me, I started to think of it being so negative. I don't want to celebrate it. I want to be glad that it's gone. It's not over. How can something that huge be over? And I think, if I'm correct, that the big landfall or the big impact would have been tomorrow. Anyway, no, 80% of the city of New Orleans was flooded. Almost 1,400 people died. And so many, many, many people lost everything: homes, instruments, their history of writing, whatever. From a musician point of view, they're the only people I know down there. So I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. We'll just play more new New Orleans music instead, except one song that's kind of relevant and poignant and a slow start to the day. Before we get into the wicked lyrics of the great Paul Sanchez, who has a new album, and John Batiste, and ABITA STUMPS, and TYRON BENOIT, just to really sting through some totally brand new releases. So why don't we kick off there? And I will come back to you in the middle and tell you what's what.
I see the people and the remnants of the past, the best, the good, and all the bad. Why do they seem so sad? so sad. The haunted memories and broken shattered dreams of how my life's supposed to be. You promised it to me. You promised it to me. So now I look beyond the walls. I walk on water by faith in God. It's hard for you to see. Hard for you to see. No longer hide beyond the face, but live in God's amazing grace. I wish that you could see. Wish that you could see beyond the walls of New Orleans. But still I linger here. Within these walls I'm with you, dear. I'll stay with you when I'm not here. In the walls of New Orleans. So now I look beyond the walls. I walk on water by faith in God. It's hard for you to see. Hard for you to see. No longer hide beyond the face. We live in God's amazing grace. I wish that you could see. Wish that you could see beyond the walls of New Orleans. Beyond the walls of New Orleans.
This is John Cleary from New Orleans, Louisiana, and you're listening to UK Bob, the Good Morning Blues.
There's a man in the road selling lies. He got mercury dimes for eyes. Told him a joke, a riddle I bespoke, but when he laughed, it just made me cry. The word is naked, not nude. The world can be fake and so rude. Still I like your attitude, and I like me and you. She laughed and called me a fool, a Shakespearean tool. Shovels in my hand, but I don't understand what the work is I'm supposed to do. The word is naked, not nude. The world can be fake and so rude. Still I like your attitude, and I like me and you. There's a whiskey bottle lying on the floor. I ain't drinking anymore. It's all in my head, at least that's what she said, but I believe I've heard it all before. The word is naked, not nude. The world can be fake and so rude. Still I like your attitude, and I like me and you. That same old sunset I've seen so many times. Those same old streaks that light up gold in the sky. Darkness, oh darkness, you're never far behind. That summer's sweet August, she and I did fly. Sunset, oh sunset, that same old sunset, by and by. That same old sunset, I heard familiar sighs. Tequila, how you loosened those jeans from her thighs. Darkness, oh darkness, you're somewhere down the line. I never saw her coming, still she was quite the find. Sunset, oh sunset, that same old sunset, by and by. That same old sunset I've seen so many times. When she went away, all I could do was wonder why. Darkness, oh darkness, you're never far behind. The warmest day I've ever known, still I hang my head and cry. Sunset, oh sunset, that same old sunset, by and by. That same old sunset, by and by. That same old sunset, by and by.
Mr. Sanchez, oh Mr. Sanchez, do you really believe those of us that are jealous of your songsmithing and your rich voice, would we really overlook the fact that, again, you got into tequila? That was same old sunset. And I believe I recall the line, tequila, how you loosened those jeans from her thighs. That's the second song in a few months. The one that he put out in French that was very well done. When you translate a particular line, it says pretty much the same thing. It was a result of tequila that her jeans hit the floor or something like that. I'm worried that we're going to have a Michael Franks situation where mangoes are going to show up in so many songs. But yes, it was delicious. Yes, I'm jealous. Wonderful stuff. Mercy My Sweet, the new album from him. We preceded that with a very sensitive, poignant song, The Walls of New Orleans, brand new from the great pianist and singer, Mr. DAVELL CRAWFORD. That's available. It's out now. The album is not. So we're doing that. We're supporting New Orleans and the huge suffering that was witnessed 20 years ago, that a lot of people still haven't got past, and I'm not surprised. And I'm sure Paul was one of them, big time. So it's up the tempo and up the smiles and up the attitude, and go get some gospel from Mr. John Batiste. Almost forgot the big audio music news of the week. Taylor Swift is added to the list of people that got a ring in the last 30 years ahead of the Cowboys. Ha ha.
WRFG's 40th annual Labor Day Blues Barbecue is coming up on Monday, September 1st, and tickets are now available. Adventurous blues guitarist Selwyn Birchwood will headline an exceptional lineup of premier blues talent. Other performers include blues and soul vocalist John NEMETH, country blues guitarist Jontavius Willis, and Atlanta Blues Challenge winners Blue Velvet Atlanta. The event will be held at the Park Tavern in Piedmont Park. The doors open at noon and the music will run from 1 until 7:30 p.m. $30 advance tickets are now available via a link on our website, wrfg.org. Kids under 12 are free. WRFG wishes to thank our sponsors, the Park Tavern, the Atlanta Blues Society, Cathead Distillery, the Georgia Council for the Arts, the Mayor's Office of Cultural Affairs, and Fulton County Arts and Culture.
Just to shake your head. When there's no one to hold you, I'll lift you up. Never run from what you're going through. I'll be the bedrock, sweet spot, never a doubt. If ever you fall, you can lean on my love. Lean on my love. Lean on my love. Lean on my love. I'm on the left when there's nobody left. Can't you see? When the world's in a hurry, don't worry, just hold on to me, baby. You can lean on my love when there's no one to hold you. I'll let you up, never run from what you're going through. I'll be the bedrock, sweet spot, never a doubt. If ever you fall, lean on my love. Lean on my love. Lean on my love. Lean on my love. Love, won't you lean down my love, oh my love. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can lean on my love, yeah, 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 yeah. Lean on my love, girl. I'm gonna lean on my love, yeah. I say now, every day, every morning, every hour, young, young, you don't. I told you now, young, you don't. Yeah, 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 no. Lean on my love. I say, lean on my love. I said, you lean on my love. Yeah, yeah. Lean on my love. Lean on my love. Hey, lean on my love. You don't never have to worry. Lean on my love. Yeah. Lean on my love. Just lean on my love. Lean on my love. Lean on my
You got money, I don't care. You got money, I got money too.
You can buy a house, but you can't buy a home. You can be surrounded and still be alone. Oh, Lord. You can be living the life, but not living the dream.
It seems.
Mama said, boy, don't you be no dummy. Everybody chasing that big, big money. You might have got a horse, don't mean you can ride on a horse. You might have got a plane, but that don't make you slide. Oh, Lord. You can be living the life, but not living the dream. It seems. Grandmama said, boy, don't be a dummy. Everybody chasing that big, big money. Big money. Now, might as well live for something you can feel. Might as well live for something real. Now, might as well live for something you can feel. Might as well live for something real. You can take it with you, 'cause it wasn't nothing with you before. No, no. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes, same old, same old, same old thing. Big money. You can buy a song, don't mean you can sing. And you can win it all and still lose everything. I said, boy, don't you be no dummy. Everybody chasing that big, big money. Don't be a head, a bobblehead dummy. Everybody chasing that big, big money. Might as well live for something you can feel. Might as well live for something real. Might as well live for something you can feel. Might as well live for something real.
Two pieces there from John Batiste's brand new album, Big Money, gospel-y thing, and Lean on My Love. Title track was Big Money. Staying in New Orleans, here's a band you probably don't know a whole lot about because I don't know how often they play together in the sense that they'd be listed as a live act. The ABITA STUMPS, as in the beer from the Purple House. This is a Katrina connection. They got together, I guess, within a year of Katrina. Old friends and neighbors got together in the ruins and have been stumping ever since. Well, they finally put out an album, their first, called You Know Why I'm Here. Strange cover. There's a cartoon cover of a car wrecked into a tree stump with an axe on it. I guess it's relevant to clearing the destruction. And it says on the cover, this album belongs in every unbound genre music lovers collection and players, because it really doesn't fit into anything. It's cool, interesting. There are 6 members of the Lambert family spread around the album. But you have to listen to it to get it. It's a little swingy, it's a little Americana, it's a little country. You have great horn section, 4 horns. They're all Lamberts. They're called the Super Stumps. So that alone is a reason to pick it up and go, you know what, I need to listen to this. Well, that's exactly what you're about to do. So, lucky you.
Ship from the mine of Preble came into this world just a tatty devil. He's wacky, he's cracky, just plain quacky. A true Dalmatian, he's a bit tacky. Preble's own got flavor for days, smiling every can they say. Goes down easy and it's quick to make. Preble's own, it takes the cake. Chunky and creamy, downright dreamy. You'll be grinning, won't you taste it? You won't throw waste it. You can slurp it up salt. Say thanks, little shell. It's rebel zone. Her cotton dress sways in the night. The crickets sing in mournful delight. I swear I'll be gone before the sun hits the sky. Standing at the crossroads, not a soul in sight. I'm always on time with $2 line. Toast to the sky, you were on my mind. She's broken my heart, she's poisoned my brain, she's taken my courage from me again. I can't leave her now, there's too much pain. Call the doctor, let it again. Suitcase in hand, walking out the door. I'm a broke down truck, I've been here before. People pass me, but I can't get a tow. So I fall on my knees under a painted sky. The story told is an elaborate lie, but one of these days it'll all be mine. She's broken my heart, poisoned my brain, taking my courage from me again. Can't leave her now, there's too much pain. Call the doctor, let it again.
Way at Atlanta, this is John Papa Grow, and you are listening to UK Bob Good Morning Blues on WRFG. You're gonna have a great day. Yeah, you're right.
Friday night, 12-pack. Me and my partners are kicking back. Tide is high and the wind is low. Got some bullshit turned on. Up ahead, I see the light. Everybody's there tonight. 'Cause this is what you give me every time that you hear me playing the song. It's not just the faces that I see. We all grew up under this sun. She gives us spaces to be free. This is the life until it's done. Oh, we can cancel with the couillon from Barry to Fouchon, where the water gets high and so do I. You know we're doing just fine. Take my lady to the fiddle though. Dance all night, they play inside to go. You know life is good, you know it should be on Louisiana time. Louisiana time. So many places that I've been, so many faces to see again. So many memories are telling me I gotta make it back home. So many things that we share, you hear it playing in the air. And the lady I call baby's in the kitchen making something, got her high heel boots on. And all my dreams become invincible. Cause when I think of her, she's mine. My hesitation's indefensible. Louisiana, you're my life. Oh, we can gossip with the couillon from Barry to Fouchon. Where the water gets high, so do I. You know we're doing just fine. Take my lady to the federal door and dance all night, they play the zydeco. You know life is good, you know it should be on Louisiana time, Louisiana time. And if she's more than expected, and if she is my only one, when all this world seems disconnected, Louisiana, you're my home. We got P-Leg, playing Pico, day 1428 and out the door. Everybody's getting high, so am I. You know we're doing just fine. Take my lady to the federal door, dance a little closer when we do-si-do. You know life is good, you know it should be on Louisiana time, Louisiana time. My Louisiana time, Louisiana time.
Was TYRON Benoit, the younger brother of Tab, and a track called Louisiana Time. Great accordion piece in there, nice and upbeat, from an album called Mid-City, and it's just out or about to be, I believe. Prior to that, two tracks from ABITA Stumps, Preble's Own, in parenthesis Can Man, and John Preble, if you don't know him, he's part of that whole ABITA neighborhood thing. Haven't seen him in a while. The most eclectic, super interesting singer, piano player, songwriter down there. I should find out what else he's doing. I got a bunch of albums from him from 10 to 20 years ago, but not in the last decade, I don't think. And then a song called She's At It Again. We are going to swing over to something completely different, British in its essence, and very interesting in the sense that I didn't know it was around. And it's one of those things that you kind of trip over by accident. But what happened was I saw a cover that said Blackberry Smoke featuring Paul Rodgers. I thought, how bar is that? Anyway, do a song called Run With The Pack. And what it is, it's part of a collection called Can't Get Enough. It's the first time that Bad Company has had a tribute album. And Paul Rodgers himself took part in the vocals, not just, other things. Paul and Simon, the drummer. They feature in the album, but they're not the headlining. The headlining is by some great acts. The Struts. Who else is in it? Blackstone Cherry, Joe Elliott and Phil Collin of Def Leppard. There's quite a long list of interesting people. It's not out yet. It's not out till October. But what else would you expect from me in advance to say, shh, don't tell anyone, but here's a couple of tracks.
There ain't no way to catch up with
I'm running with the pack. Ain't no doubt of that. Running with the pack. I'm running with the pack. Ain't no doubt. Never looking back. All right. I'm running with the pack. Ain't no doubt. Running with the pack. I'm running with the pack. Never looking back. Yeah. You can't hold me Here come the jesters, 1, 2, 3. It's all part of my fantasy. I love the music and I love to see the crowd dancing in the aisles and singing out loud. Yeah. Here come the dancers, one by one. Your mama's calling, but you're having fun. You find you're dancing on the number 9 cloud. Put your hands together now and sing it out loud. It's all part of my rock and roll fantasy. It's all part of my rock and roll dream. It's all part of my rock and roll fantasy. It's all part of my rock and roll dream. Put up the spotlights, one and all, and let the feeling get down to your soul. The music's so loud, you can hear the sound, reaching for the sky, chilling up the ground. It's all part of my rock and roll fantasy. It's all part of my rock and roll dream. It's all part of my rock and roll fantasy. It's all part of my rock and roll dream. My fantasy. Yeah, my fantasy.
All my life I've been told who I am, which way to go. Ask Ask no questions, learn your lessons, trust and obey. To survive in this world, hold your tongue, be seen, not heard. Just remember who done sent you. Mind your tone. Black man blues. You got a powerhouse of a voice that's yet to be used. Questions, third or less than half of a man. Black man blues. You got a song to sing, ain't no one sang it but you. Oh, black man blues. I got a song to sing with a voice I'm learning to use.
STRUTS, Rock and Roll Fantasy, preceded by Blackberry Smoke, featuring the man himself from Bad Company, Paul Rodgers, Run with the Pack. So these are two tracks off an October album collection tribute to Bad Company. The tail-off track at the end there was Luis Cato, who is a Grammy-winning gentleman from Portugal who plays in Snarky Puppy and also is the band leader from The Late Show. So guy gets around. A thing called Black Man Blues, where he performed as a trio there with Marcus Miller and John Schofield. So interesting collaborations coming out. Let's head to a great guitar player I interviewed for his last album about 3 or 4 years ago. And sadly, 2 years ago, he had a stroke. The good news is he appears to have recovered very well and has put out a new album relevantly titled Keep On Pushing. So you're going to hear from him. Then we're going to head over to London for something unusual, different I didn't know about. For fans of Dr. Feelgood, the real Dr. Feelgood, the Canvey Island rock and rollers from the 70s, yes.
On Saturday, September 6th, the Activities Council of Thompson, Georgia will host the 31st Annual Blind Willie McTell Music Festival, a full day of great American roots music. Piano legend Chuck Leavell will headline. He'll be backed by the Randall Bramlett Band, who will also perform their own set. The roster also includes Grammy Award-winning bluegrass band, the Traveling McCourys, folk blues singer-songwriter Chris Smither, and blues guitar powerhouse Monster Mike Welch. The festival grounds are located at 965 Stagecoach Road in Thompson, Georgia, the birthplace of blues legend Blind Willie McTell. The gates open at 11 a.m. and the music goes from noon until 8 p.m. A kickoff concert by Skylar Softly will occur the prior night from 7 to 9:30 p.m. just outside of the historic train depot in downtown Thompson. For tickets and more information, visit blindwillie.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your community-sponsored and supported radio station, WRFG 89.3 FM.
Manga African Dance presents the 28th Annual Atlanta African Cultural Festival, formerly known as the Oshun Festival, taking place on September 12th and 13th. This year's theme is Harvest, Africa, which will be shared through theatrical performances, dances, classes, and drum concerts highlighting harvest dances from the continent. Friday, September 12th, includes a morning performance for seniors and school children, followed by an all-ages evening class taught by Tako Sissoko from Senegal. Saturday, September 13th, includes an afternoon dance class taught by Praise Eke from Nigeria, followed by an evening concert open to the general public. For more information, including locations and times, the website is mangadance.org. That's MANGA dance.org.
This has been another public service announcement from your listener-sponsored and supported community radio station, WRFG Atlanta 89.3 FM, WRFG.org.
Well, when I come up Gotta keep on pushing. Time to keep pushing. 'Cause Father Time waits on no one. Gotta keep on moving on. Don't get lost in the struggle. Gotta live your life with ease. Don't get lost in the struggle. Gotta live your life with ease. That good loving woman, she almost brought me to my knees. You say you're not hurting, mother hurting kind. You say you're not hurting, your mother hurting kind. That good loving woman, you know she stays on your mind. Gotta keep on pushing. Time to keep pushing. Gotta keep on pushing. Time to keep pushing. 'Cause Father Time waits on no one. Gotta keep on moving on. All right.
Mr. Kirk Fletcher sounding wonderfully healthy, which is good to know. And two tracks, the title track, Keep On Pushing, you just heard, of his new release, and I'm going to Dig Myself a Hole, which I think is Arthur Crudup. Robert Kane, for the last 25 years, including today and forwards, is the lead singer for Dr. Feelgood, one of my favorite 70s acts. And saw them many times, late 70s, early 80s. Anyway, out of nowhere, my friends at Conquest Records go, "Psst, hey Bob, did you know he's got a blues album?" So no, I didn't, and it's rather good. And I thought, well, in that case, why don't we give it a 12 show and see what you think before we head over to Texas for something quite different.
Hi, this is Dana Gillespie from London, England, to tell you about the second best way to wake up. Just tune in to UK Bob and his Good Morning Blues show and feel good for 4 hours on WRFG Atlanta.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. This is Little Georgie talking at you from Little Georgie and the Shuffling Hungarians. You are moving and a grooving. You are raising a ruckus and kicking up sand. Right here, right now. From Atlanta, GA to London to Louisiana, you are tuned up and tuned into the Good Morning Blues Show with your host with the most, UK Bob, right here on WRFG 89.3 Radio Free Georgia.
Dear listener, It's very important to me that you know that artificial intelligence has not been used whatsoever in any of my programming. I'm not sure I've barely used any human intelligence either, but I do the best I can. All my music is digitally cleansed. You may kiss your speakers safely.
Say good morning, Mr. Satan Man. Help me, please.
Mr. Robert Kane there with his first ever solo album, Blues is Blues. Halfway to Memphis and and the Ballad of Stagger Lee, done very differently from the million versions you've heard in America, I'm sure. Anyway, rather good stuff. He's still loud and proud and strong, leading Dr. Feelgood, bouncing around lots of European festivals, it would appear. I've not seen that version of the band in recent years. Every time I'm in England, they're strutting around somewhere bigger, brighter, and probably warmer. But that's good. Talking of warmer, let's head over to Texas and see if these guys are asleep at the wheel. Yes, they are. What a stroke of luck.
Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse.
He rides from Texas on a big white horse.
Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse.
He rides from Texas on a big white horse.
Well, people look at me and they say,
"Oh Ray, is that your horse?"
Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I wear a 10-gallon hat.
He rides from Texas wearing a 10-gallon hat.
Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I wear a 10-gallon hat.
He rides from Texas wearing a 10-gallon hat.
Well, people look at me and they say,
"Oh Ray, is that your hat?"
"Yeah, man, that's my hat." Well, I was walking down the street with my shining badge, my spurs jingling down at my feet. I seen a man coming with a gun, and I just can't be beat. 'Cause I'm a long, tall Texan. I enforce justice for the law.
He rides from Texas to enforce the law.
Yeah, I'm a long, tall Texan. I enforce justice for the law.
He rides from Texas to enforce the law.
Well, people look at me and they say,
"Oh Ray, is you the law?"
Yes, I'm the law. Just can't be beat. 'Cause I'm a long, tall Texan. Amarillo, San Antonio, any old place I call my home, I gotta go. I got Texas in my soul. Dallas, Fort Worth, San Angelo, Houston, Austin, or El Paso, I gotta go. I got Texas in my soul. It's there I know my places. I see only smiling faces. And so, partner, the rest of the world's not worth a pound of good old Texas dirt. I gotta go. I got Texas in my soul. Corpus Christi, Del Rio, west of the Pecos and old Waco. I gotta go. I got Texas in my soul. Sweetwater, Beaumont, Wichita Falls, Port Arthur, Brownsville, I hear you call. I gotta go. I got Texas in my soul. Where the tumbleweeds are growing, I know it's there that I'll be going this day. I've been to Texas since my birth, no place like it on this earth. I gotta go, I got Texas in my soul. Texas since my birth, no place like it on this earth. I gotta go, I got Texas in my soul. Yeah.
Two tracks there from the band Asleep at the Wheel from the album Riding High in Texas. Been together 55 years, isn't that crazy? Haven't had an album in 5 years, and every song is Texas related. So we had, the last one was Texas in My Soul, and we began with Long Tall Texan, which of course begged to have Mr. Lyle Lovett join in, which he did. As part of that, apparently there are several luminaries on this album. They're just not people that I rub eyes or shoulders with to know who are the big names and who isn't. So there you go. Speaking of big names, I hope to see a bunch of you on Monday at the Labor Day Blues Barbecue. And I will be there at noon onwards in the merch area with my honey dream girl. And so if you want to get a deal, come over and twist my arm and go pss, 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 and I'll make sure that you pay $5 more than anybody else for whatever it is you want, okay? The biggest pleasure for me, apart from meeting you lot, is some of the great acts we have in. And one of my favorites is going to be there, Mr. John NEMETH, a superb blues soul singer, harmonica player, and frontman. I mean, he's a real engaging frontman, and he's been through some very difficult times with tongue and throat and cancer and stuff, and came out the other side and just still sounds absolutely fabulous. So to share that as an example, he's been buzzing around all over the place, festivals in Europe, and he was on tour until I think Tuesday this week, up north somewhere. But anyway, busy boy and hugely popular. So I've got a piece for you live from Spain. It's more of a good example of what you can expect to see from him on Monday. This is the Pontevedra Blues Festival just a few weeks ago. I'm going to follow that with a very unusual collaboration from an album I'll tell you about, but U2 and Elton John, no, I wouldn't have thought that. And staying in the London thought, yeah, I know, stretch. KIP London, somebody who just passed, and a posthumous album was released of his singing and playing. But the reason it's connected is because Mr. John NEMETH appears on that album. I'll see you at the other side.
The following is a public affairs bulletin board announcement from your station for progressive information, WRFG 89.3 FM and WRFG.org. Artist-activist Charmaine Minifield presents her latest Praise House installation at Southview Cemetery, the burial grounds of Atlanta's first freed folk. Ancestors include Alonzo Herndon, John Wesley Dobbs, Geneva Hagerbrooks, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s parents, and John Lewis. Opening September 21st with a procession in remembrance of the 1906 Atlanta Race Massacre, the installation acknowledges the victims buried at the site and uplifts restoration efforts of the cemetery. For more information, the website is praisehouseproject.org.
Georgia State University's Rialto Center for the Arts presents 3-time Grammy winner, Tony Award winner, and NEA Jazz Master vocalist Dee Dee Bridgewater on Saturday, September 6th at 8 p.m. The Rialto Center is located at 80 Forsyth Street Northwest in the heart of downtown Atlanta. For more information, the website is rialto.gsu.edu. That's rialto.gsu.edu. This has been another public service announcement brought to you by your listener-sponsored and supported community radio station, WRFG 89.3 FM Atlanta and WRFG.org.
I don't blame them, goodness knows. You're my honeysuckle.
I'll be a big man today. Taking my band from Memphis to Ponte Vedra and back, and I say, baby, look at me now. Oh, my world done to see me singing how. Nothing I love more than to prove my skill. She says, you're pretty good behind the wheel, Johnny, and it's your driving that pays the bills. Elbows on the wheel, hop in my hand, pound and playing Julius. I'm doing it for your love, honey. You wanna go for a ride? Wanna go for a ride? Go to Jackson, Mississippi. Atlanta, Georgia. London, Louisiana. Houston, Texas. Chicago, Illinois.
Glad I'm back, don't look back. Hey, I love you. You're dirty and sweet, oh yeah. Well, you're slim and you're weak. You got the teeth of a hydra upon you. You're dirty, sweet, and you're my girl. Get it on, bang the gong, get it on. Get it on, diamond star halo. You're built like a car, oh yeah. You're an untamed youth, that's the truth. With your cloak full of egos. You're dirty, sweet, and you're my girl. Get it on, bang it gone, get it on. Get it on, bang it gone, get it on. Where you're windy and wild, you got the blues in your shoes and your stockings. You're windy and wild, oh yeah. Where you're built like a car, you got a hubcap, diamond star halo. You're dirty, sweet, and you're my girl. Get it on, bang it gone, get it on. Get it on, bang it gone, get it on.
Well, I think my house is on her 'cause there's something astir. The woman I live with goes by the blood. She says to me, I'm going out again tonight, honey dear. And I think to myself, well, what am I doing here? Boss man screaming, he's a mighty big lout. Can't see his face or his big fat mouth as he yells to me. I wanna make this very clear. And I think to myself, well, what am I doing here? Car drives by me, goes right through the red. Cop can't catch me, pulls me over instead. As he looks down at me and says, where'd you learn to steer, boy? And I think to myself, well, what am I doing here? You know, now I'm wondering, is it out of my head, or did I get up on the wrong side of the bed? I'm paranoid, I'm walking the line. I guess I'm in the wrong place at the very worst time. I cannot help myself, I can't get no rest. Nothing I do is ever for the best. As each and every day gets a little more weird. And then I think to myself, well, what am I doing here? Out of my head, or did I get up on the wrong side of the bed? I'm paranoid, I'm walking the line. I guess I'm in the wrong place at the very worst time. I can't help myself, I can't get no rest. Nothing I do is ever for the best. I'm gonna change my look and grow myself a beard. And then I look in the mirror and say, now, who's that? Look in the mirror and wonder where I'm at. Look in the mirror and say, what am I doing here?
Mr. KIP London was a Western Pennsylvania singer-songwriter who produced a lot of music, a lot of tours, and was highly popular. He passed away 3 years ago. This is an album titled The Last Dance, which is very appropriate, which is compiled and released just this summer. So you heard a couple of things like What Am I Doing Here? And Useless, which featured John Nemeth. Before that, the U2 and Elton John collaboration, Elton on piano doing Bang a Gong. And it's from a tribute album that I really wasn't aware of from 5 years ago for T-Rex. Came out in 2020 called Angel Haired Hipster. What I'm looking for that's not out yet and I have not missed is the documentary on the same subject, which for me would be super interesting as someone that followed him and admired him. I actually went to see his grave, not his grave, the place where he died in Fulham on a bend in a road in the 70s. And it's amazing how live flowers and tributes and candles are still there. It must be updated daily for 3 or 4 decades. It's very impressive. And yet, sad at the same time. But anyway, that documentary should be pretty cool. And we open the thing with John Nemeth live in Pontevedra, Spain, doing Elbows on the Wheel. We are going live again, this time to my favorite Canadian act of the last 2 years, who I think are phenomenal live with a superb lead singer. I mean, they absolutely rock. Better than the album. The albums are great, don't get me wrong, but seeing them live, you're absolutely caught. So I was very pleased when I saw that just a few weeks ago, the great BYWATER CALL from Canada put out a live album, and that's what you get to enjoy next. Oh, was there some other thing that I was meant to tell you? I'm trying to remember. My brain's a little foggy. I'll have to scribble a note to myself while we carry on.
Hey everybody, it's 89 Volt. It's 89 Volt, man, and you're listening to WRFG Atlanta Good Morning Blues with UK Bob. London to Louisiana. Dude plays the best music, man. Tune in, drop out, dig it.
Okay, I just got approval because I remembered I wasn't sure if I could tell you about this, but I've got a new gig that I'm kicking off next week. It's a new taxi service for seniors. It's called Oldsmobile.
Good morning, Blues. This is Marcus Malone on the other side of the Atlantic in jolly London, England. You're listening to my top mate, UK Bob, playing the best of British blues on WRFG Atlanta. What a way to start the day. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you are indeed driving on the left side of the dial. It's the right place for London to Louisiana every Thursday. Should you want to follow my social media, it's on Instagram, UKBob_WRFG. It also means you get stuck with my mad humor as well. Go to YouTube, UKBob007, and you can replay the radio program along with any special tribute mixes I create, plus interviews. Carry on.
Hi, this is DJ Gene Tompkins, host of Doo-Wop and Rhythm, inviting you to join me at WRFG 89.3 Atlanta for the community premiere of The Legacy of Doo-Wop, my heartfelt journey through the music that defined a generation. We'll relive the golden age of rhythm and blues and street corner harmonies that shaped our lives, featuring my own 2022 WRFG interview and stories behind the songs that we still love. It's happening Sunday, August 31st at 5:30 p.m. in the Holland Joy Community Room 105, WRFG Studios, 1083 Austin Avenue, Atlanta. Admission is free, and any contributions to support community-powered radio are always welcome. Light refreshments will be served. Let's share a night of nostalgia, fellowship, and music that moves the spirit. That's the community premiere of The Legacy of Doo-Wop music. Sunday, August 31st at 5:30 p.m. in the Holland Joy Community Room 105. For more information, call 404-523-3471. I'm DJ Gene Tompkins, host of Doo-Wop and Rhythm, on your station for progressive information and hand-picked quality music, WRFG 89.3 FM. See you there.
The following is a public affairs bulletin board announcement from your station for progressive information, WRFG 89.3 FM.
Freedom University is an Atlanta-based freedom school for undocumented students like me. My name is Kathy, and I'm one of Georgia's 50,000 undocumented young people who are deeply committed to our education, despite Georgia's notorious Board of Regents policies 416 and 434, which ban us from equal access to public universities in Georgia. Did you know that Freedom University is the only underground school for undocumented students in the world? Each semester, students choose classes in the fields of human rights, college preparation, arts, STEM, and well-being. Beyond the classroom, Freedom U also provides students, like me, with mental health support and comprehensive legal representation, all at no cost to students. Freedom U is able to provide us with courses and holistic support thanks to the generosity of everyday people in Atlanta who recognize our human rights and dignity. Freedom U also conducts Know Your Rights trainings with our students, as well as with folks in the larger community to help everyone become more knowledgeable of how to support and protect undocumented neighbors. If you would like to learn more about Freedom University's work empowering undocumented students like me and making our communities safer, the website is www.freedom-university.org, and the Instagram is FU_Georgia. Thank you so much for your love and solidarity.
The fabulous BYWATER CALL there from Canada, who are stepping into America as often as they can the last 2 years. Super act to see live. That is from their live release just out this last 30 days or so, where you can do a live album. You can cover stuff that's not your own. They did As If and Love the One You're With. I shortened the latter because it's like a 10-minute rocker. So just so you're aware. We're going to wrap up the show with some live stuff, continuing that thought, but this will be pretty rare. This is SLY STONE and the Family from 1967 at the Winchester Cathedral, not the one in England, but the club in Redwood, California. This is them live before an album. This is what people first heard when the word was going around about him. So you're going to hear a section of that, and we're going to stay live in the same era and go back to celebrating Woodstock by closing out the show with 10 Years After at the Fillmore East 1970 with a medley of Love Like a Man and Working on the Road. See you in September.
Oh, she may be weary, young girl, they do get weary, wearing that same old shaggy dress. But when she get weary, try a little, just try a little tenderness. While she's there waiting, just anticipating for things that she will never possess. But while she's there waiting, all you got to do is try to tell me, yeah, just try a little tender. It's not just sentimental, no. She has agreed to that. But soft words
so sweet and gently spoken.